everyone. Welcome to my podcast. I'm Becky, and I can be found as Becky Burns Gibson on Pinterest, Instagram, and Ravelry. I also have a blog that's fairly new. It is at Becky Burns Gibson at blogspot.com. So today I have a special treat. I have a spindle unboxing. My husband and my oldest son went in together to get me this spindle for my birthday. Okay, I have a little gift from Nook Fibers. It's called Catbird. It's got Corriedale, Merino, and silk. Here's the catbird, and here's the fiber. It's grays and a little bit of green. There's a little bit of green in here. I always love extra goodies that they pack in the package with your order. It says, Virginia, thank you for your order. Enjoy, Diane. There's an instructions for ring spindle care and maintenance. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. The pictures online just did not do it justice. It's so pretty. It is the Bali Sweetheart number 16. It is a 2-inch ebony whirl. The inset is a hand-painted Ukrainian inset, and the ring around it is sterling silver. The weight is 1.01 ounces. The shaft is 3/16 of an inch diameter by 6 3/4 of an inch long, and it's walnut. The shaft is walnut. Just want to make sure it's I hope it's in focus. This absolutely is exceeding my expectations. The beauty of this spindle. It is a Tom Golding spindle. This will be one of many Tom Golding spindles. As you will see in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the rest of my spindles. Some time ago I did a spindle review, and I didn't get many views on it, but I have received several spindles since then, so I think it's time for an updated spindle tour. So again, this is the Bali Sweetheart number 16 by Tom Golding. a Ukrainian painted inset stainless steel ring. So I'll start with the very first spindle that I ever purchased. I purchased this at the House of Yarn in Nashville, Tennessee. And it's a African wood, and that's all that I remember about it. And that was before I realized the value of keeping the tag, so that you can have a reminder of the details of it. It came with a leader attached, and I have used this many times, and I have yet to use up the leader that they included when I purchased this. And this spins wonderfully. I've been able to make several wonderful yarns using it. This is the second spindle I bought. I purchased this at the House of Yarn in Nashville as well. It's a Louis spindle, and I bought it because it has sheep on it, and I thought that it was cute. But it's a terrible spindle. I don't recommend it. It's okay to ply with, but you can't spin a decent single on it. You can ply with it, but it's really not the best plier that I have. It's sort of mediocre. This one I would not recommend, especially for a beginner. Now this is a Snyder spindle, and I purchased this at the House of Yarn in Nashville, Tennessee. And I purchased this before Snyder was a name in the spindle world. And this is a 1 ounce spindle, and it's spindle number 299, and it's signed Snyder. Don't know if you can see that or not. And I bought this. I thought it was lovely. And like I said, this was before Snyder had made a name for himself. He still sells this type of spindle, as well as other different types of spindles on his website and on his Etsy store. This is the only Jonathan Bosworth spindle that I have. It is called a Moosey. It is made from shed moose antlers. So they're all different. They have different markings on them. And it is 1.96 ounces. And the shaft is walnut. I will say that this is the Cadillac of spindles. It spins so well. It's not wobbly at all. It's a very smooth spin. It doesn't have a very long spin, but it's very smooth, and I really enjoy working with it. As you can see, I recently spun a single on it. It was alpaca fiber, and I was able to spin a very consistent yarn on this spindle. Okay, now I'm going to get into my Tom Golding spindles. These are the spindles that I have the most of. I love Tom Golding spindles. The first one that I'll show you is the olive wood spindle, and it's a 2-inch spindle. The shaft is 6 3/4 inches long, and the entire spindle weighs a 1/2 ounce. And this is my current project I'm working on. I love olive wood. It comes from the Holy Land. And I think it's very, very beautiful spindle. It spins very well. It has a very long spin time. All of my Tom Golding spindles have long spin time. Now this one is a 2-inch box elder wood. The style is Dragon's Blood Emerald. The shaft is 3/16 of an inch in diameter and it is 6 3/4 inches long, and it's walnut. The shaft is walnut. The whorl is box elder. It is 0.58 ounces. Again, this is a wonderful spinner. It doesn't wobble much, and it has a very long spin time. This spindle is a 2-inch Purple Heart wood, the Purple Heart wood. It's in the style pinwheel. The shaft is 3/16 of an inch in diameter, and it is 6 3/4 of an inch long, and the shaft is walnut wood. Again, the whorl is Purple Heart wood. The weight of this spindle is 0.54 ounces. And it spins as well as the last two spindles spun. My current project I've got on that. Okay, this spindle is also made out of Purple Heart wood. The whorl is 2 3/4 inches. The style is solid Purple Heart. The shaft is 5/16 of an inch, and it is 8 3/4 of an inch long. The shaft is walnut, and again the whorl is solid Purple Heart. The weight is 1.5 ounces. And my current project on that spindle. And this would be an excellent spindle to spin singles on, and it's also an excellent spindle to ply on, so it has a dual use. This is the Celtic Ring number 2. The whorl is 2 3/4 of an inch wide, and it's made out of cherry wood. The shaft is 5/16 of an inch in diameter, and it's 8 3/4 inches long. The shaft is made of walnut. It's my current project. The weight of this spindle is 1.26 ounces. And this also spins well on making singles as well as plying. The current project I have on it is a 2-ply. Okay, this spindle is a beautiful spindle. It's better for plying than it is for spinning a single. The whorl is 2 3/4 inch in width. It is made out of cherry wood. It is laser engraved. It is engraved by the nuns of the Holy Nativity Convent. And the style of this spindle is called Celtic Sheep. The shaft is 5/16 of an inch in diameter, and it's 8 3/4 of an inch tall. And the shaft is made of walnut. And again, the whirl is made of cherry. The weight of this spindle is 1.5 ounce. This is the spindle that I got for Mother's Day from my husband and my children. It is called the Damascene Rooster. The whirl is 3.5 inches wide. It's made of walnut. The inset is a vintage Damascene rooster from Spain. And the ring around the spindle is gold plated. The weight of this spindle is 1.97 ounce. And I would only try to ply using this spindle. I would not try to make a single using it. Here is another spindle that my husband and my children got me. It is the Field Mouse, and it has I've used it to ply the alpaca fiber, and I was able to make a really consistent alpaca yarn using my Jonathan Bosworth Moosey to spin the single, and then using the Field Mouse Tom Golding spindle to ply it. It is a 3 1/4 inch butternut whirl. It's a very, very pretty wood. Butternut's a very pretty wood. The inset is a vintage hand-painted Crummels inset made in England. The ring is dyed bone. The spindle weighs 2.39 ounces, and the hook is copper. Okay, that is all my Tom Golding spindles. I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So adding in the Bali Sweetheart that I received for my birthday, did I say 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that means I have 9 Tom Golding spindles. So the next spindle maker is Vermont Spindle Company. I enjoyed working with the owner of Vermont Spindle Company. His name is William Mutchler, Mutschler, and he has an Etsy shop called Vermont Spindles. This spindle is zebra wood, and the weight is 1.06 ounces. It's a very beautiful spindle. I hope you can see the wood, how beautiful the wood is. This spindle does not wobble. It's good for spinning singles or plying. It's a good all-around spindle. I was very, very pleased when I ordered this spindle. I wanted, as well as this spindle, I wanted a light color spindle. And he had one that someone had returned, and he gave me a good deal on it. And I don't know why it was returned, because it spins beautifully. This is coffee tree wood. The weight of this spindle is 1.34 ounces. And like I said, it spins a single as well as plying very well. It doesn't wobble. It's got a long spin time. So I do recommend Vermont spindles if you're in the market for a spindle. The cost is also very low for a spindle. He got very affordable spindles on his Etsy store. So as far as projects that I have completed, it seems like the only projects I've been able to complete have been socks. I can't remember right now what kind of yarn this was, but I completed this pair. It is the Harmoni's Everyday Sock pattern. It took me forever to complete this sock because I started it before my dad died, and he really liked the first sock. So after he passed, it was very hard for me to complete the second sock, but I did, and I'm very happy with them. So this sock, I decided to do things a little bit differently. I know that this was a Regia yarn, but I don't know the colorway name. So what I did was I used a different color for the cuff and the heel because I was afraid I would run out of yarn, but I ended up having plenty of yarn left over, so I didn't really have to do that. But it does make it look very pretty. And what I did was I made two balls. One I pulled from the outside of the skein and one I pulled from the inside of the skein. And I balled up the one that I pulled from the inside of the skein so that the colors would progress the same way for both socks. So both socks look just like this. Very happy with how those turned out. The other new project that I have been working on is a towel, and I'm using 4 skeins of Crafter's Secret cotton. It's only $2.99 a ball at Hobby Lobby. And the colorway is Auburn Clay. This is it so far. And the way I achieved this look, I did 1/2 double crochet in the loop, the front loop of the stitch below the current row. And that made this nice design. Guys, I guess that's all I've got today. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, please click the like button. And if you want to see more of my content, please click subscribe. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.